Hey everybody, I'm Kenobi here, and now it's for episode 2 of Ragnarok Battle Offline. I have brought with me
Guest
AJ.
number 2, and yes, AJ.
Yeah, guest number 2. Like they can't read that off the thing.
The order has switched up a bit, but you know.
That's how it works.
I can't use a controller, so I have to use the keyboard, so I win.
So he gets player 1. We leveled up a little bit because this game, you really have to be a certain level for some of the areas here. Otherwise you'll get your butt handed to you and you just won't have the skills to back up your already awesomeness.
Yeah, it's not actually a requirement or anything, it's just a matter of can you survive.
So player 2.
Me again.
I think it's always been you, hasn't it?
Since we've been playing, Chris got it while we were doing the previous episode.
Oh. Alright.
So now we're going to stage 2.
The desert area.
And it's actually much harder than the practice area of the beginning
Much
town.
harder. I'd recommend doing the practice area at least 2 to 3 times before you come here.
Although it does have some awesome music.
Yes, yes it does.
I have a new skill, Holy Light. Brings down a ball that I can hit out like that for pretty decent damage.
Speaking of which, I also have a new skill. The pushcart.
Yes. You can explain the pushcart if you will.
The pushcart does almost nothing by itself.
But you need it for a lot of your skills.
I do need it for some of my skills.
Wait, we're fighting one of the hardest enemies in the game.
Oh god.
This is pretty difficult, guys. I don't know if we'll be able to do this.
That one with the eggshell, it's deadly. Deadly.
Oh, it's so pitiful.
Okay, now we have to fight one of the strongest enemies in the entire game.
I'm not doing it. Matt, you do it.
I'll do it. I got this, okay? Probably because I can heal and stuff. I have the most DPS. It's just
I'm going over here.
pretty difficult.
No.
Oh, goodness. Ta-da! Surprise, it wasn't the hardest in the game after all. I lied!
It's the most pitiful in the game.
It cries and runs away.
Before we get too far ahead of our discussions, AJ, why don't you discuss your class a little bit?
Well, I'm the mage. You know, in a normal Ragnarok game, you know, you raise intelligence, obviously, to raise your stats and or your damage. Then you raise dexterity to increase your magic casting. Well, in this game, dexterity does absolutely nothing and just increases your heavy attack combo. So I'm just going to increase intelligence and agility so I can deal more damage and deal it faster. So I'm kind of like a frontline speed mage, I guess.
Scorpions, as the notice said, only attack them in the tail. They take no damage otherwise. Can be helped
get up.
if you're a better aerial character. Now that I've gotten the skill Holy Ball, which took quite a bit of other skills to raise first, I'm going to focus on heal for a little bit, so we'll have less of sitting down and restoring HP moments. Which, if they become too big of an issue, I will just speed up the video while we're doing it. And you have to use the heavy attack that lunges the acolyte forward like that, which is over heavy. You have to use that in order to send the ball around. So what I did here is Angelus, which raises the defense of my allies. It's okay. I don't really ever see a big noticeable difference. Do you guys?
It's about 100 damage here and there.
And then
Yeah,
this is
low level.
Blessing, if I can do it. Short range, the female acolyte is better for support spells. Whereas the male acolyte I find is better for speed.
Mm-hmm.
If he were to class up, he'd become the monk.
Yes. I love the monk in the actual online game too. So,
Warning, no one's here. Ah!
the golem! The golem's a pain in the butt. And it's going to want to use... It's going to be one of the first instances in which we actually use the block to a good extent.
Except for me, I don't block.
You may see
I
this.
We'll discuss that later.
You may see this very soon, actually.
Oh, I blocked that.
I got it on his punch instead of the land. Basically, I have a skill, which is bound to the special key, which allows me to
Coins.
counter for coins. And if you do it on a falling object or something of this manner, you can, if you do it exactly at the right time, you can do it multiple times and get lots and lots of coins out of it.
I think I messed that up because I blocked. Yeah, we're gonna have to restore HP after this.
Ow.
Sorry, I'm just trying to kill it as fast as possible now.
That's alright.
You've got enough coins, bro.
I got plenty of coins. I got 45.
It's also tied to one of your skills, coins.
It's tied to a couple of my skills. It requires 2 coins to summon the push cart. I think 3 coins to use the bending skill, which I don't think I will be getting.
Aw. See, Mommy, that's the guy who beat me up!
I'm sorry.
Summon the reinforcements!
Oh, gosh. I think these are just called dodos.
I don't remember.
Sounds about right, though.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is where the stage gets a little bit tougher. With the sand, we're going to have a hard time seeing enemies that are actually kind of small. So let's relax for a little bit. You can drink potion if you wanted. Remember?
That's right. It's one of my secret skills that actually doesn't require any stats. There's
3 coins.
It does cost 3 coins, and there's 3 different kinds of potions you can get. The red potion is the lowest and heals a small amount. Yellow potion heals a slight bit more, and the white potion heals quite a bit.
Okay, I think we're good.
Okay. I was dancing, shut up.
See, now we're having their ant things in the underneath the sands, and we're having a hard time finding them.
Andre
it's juggling
and De
me.
Niro. If I remember correctly. That's their names, right?
What?
Andre and De Niro and stuff?
I think so.
Andre and De Niro is the ants.
There's a third one. I forgot the third one.
We're so nerdy, but in a good way, I think. I hope
What?
that we're nerdy in a good way.
Oh, we're tards. Can't wait till I get cold bowl. Ants? No.
I love this place. Though this isn't my favorite stage. My favorite stage is actually coming up next.
The third area. We'll get to that.
It's my favorite place to train too. When I
It is.
Grind.
This is the worm that doesn't look like anything phallic at all.
Totally not a penis, folks. Ah! Ants! They don't do enough damage, but they do just enough to annoy you. Squish!
Where is he? Ah. Oh, he went right over me.
I think he's invincible while coming out of the ground.
No, you can still hurt him, I think. There we go.
And we beat him up.
Area clear. We're safe.
It was a trap all along, though! No! Help, 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 help! Now this guy is tough.
You guys okay? Let's do this.
I'm alright, bro. We can do this. The
Hardcore.
Furon.
He's in
boss monster from... Remember, you can actually block a lot of his attacks, especially this one. He's actually a pretty darn strong monster from the actual game, too. Oh my goodness.
I think I guarded that.
Me too. Well, we're not dead. That would have been a pretty darn good kill. Okay, let's rest up a little bit, real quick.
Alright.
I see them.
Anyways, if
You
any
see
of
what-
you guys...
What's the personality for the mage that we have?
I don't remember. I know the Acolyte's always saying,
What? The Acolyte is confused.
I'm just crazy.
Maybe you're like angrily paranoid.
the government's out to get us and so are they. That works, right? Why not?
That works.
Oh,
while
we
looking
haven't
stuff up-
addressed food at all.
Food's pretty darn simple. If you play the original version of the game, then you should know kind of what everything does. It all depends on what you pick up, what it heals.
Yeah, kind of.
There's just too much food to explain.
Well, obviously, I'm just saying, food drops randomly from pretty much all the enemies.
Recovers HP
For the
or
most
MP.
part, if it's a fruit like grapes or something, I think it recovers MP, and if it's
That's not true for apples, though.
okay, if they're blue or purplish, they're MP, and if they're anything else, it's HP.
Blue and purple is the pretty common ground for most MP restorative items.
Yes, yes it is. And then they also have the Yggdrasil berry, which is
Maybe that's why I like
both.
Yeah, it restores both, but
Maybe
in
that's
game
why I
is-
like blue and purple as colors so much, because I like magic things.
Ah, Maya.
Ah.
The half-naked bug girl.
Oh, she's hot.
You don't actually ever see anything.
No, it's very well censored.
But for this boss, you actually have to break off various parts of her body before you can actually defeat her.
Now you have to break her butt.
Ah, and I don't know what that is. I'm hesitant to call it poo, though.
It looks like poo. I don't really want to call it poo, though. Okay,
now her
Kill
body,
her body.
form.
Now she's
and die.
human-ish.
Yeah, now she's a little bit.
It's the swords. It's the swords that get me.
Yeah,
She just has
swords from
She
nowhere.
has a pretty predictable attack, though.
Ow.
Apparently not.
As you clearly saw us predicting.
And it's difficult to block it. Now she's gonna walk on stilts.
And that ant is still alive.
Ow.
I think the ants respawn though, AJ.
Yeah, they do.
And then she stabs after the swing, right?
Yeah, she'll do a stab now. And now she's gonna cartwheel with her swords out.
Yeah.
Oh, not
Oh,
very
can't
strong,
block that.
but...
Oh, I'm almost dead.
Oh, let's be very careful. We don't want to lose here. Oh, we're so close. She should almost be dead. There we go. Speak of the devil.
That's right.
You see,
Victorious.
when you start getting higher level fire bolts, it puts in more bolts and stuff. Gets up to 10 shots. But then you add agility, so they go faster. It's almost
Right, but the
Yes.
agility will actually be my job, because I will be getting an agility upskill.
Yes.
Yeah, but I'm gonna raise my base agility now.
Which ups it
Yeah.
by, what, 10 at max level?
No, I
I
think it's
think-
20.
It's a good number.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And stats
that
are
was
for-
stage 2 of the desert. Oh, slow down. No!
The
That's
waitresses
weird.
are all bells.
That's weird why it's slowing down.
Anyways.
The point of it, though, is that we are going to do a little bit of training, too, on top of this. Make sure we're ready for every stage, and we're not gonna make you guys watch that. That would be ridiculous. So
Or it could be torture.
that was stage 2. I'm going to see you guys later for. Oh, it sped up again.
Yay!
What would you call it again?
Ding, ding,
What?
ding,
The
ding,
cave?
ding.
No, the repeatable circumstances.
Oh, I don't Something like that.
I will see you guys later. All right. Bye bye.
See you later.